Hello, namaste again. I'm gonna turn sideways. Talks easier. So we ended up at the monkey temple. First of all, oh my god, last 2 days I really felt I was gonna die on that day. I'm still alive and I'm even still without falling marks on my body. I had some minor slips today, but I didn't fall. But oh my god, about today and yesterday I will talk when the time comes. But I feel very triumphant about today. Like I said about that next time. Monkey Temple then, that's where we ended up last time. So yeah, that one was a tough one. We arrived there. Did I actually talk about our tea stop before? We had a tea/Wi-Fi stop on the road to the Monkey Temple after the American family left. I probably did. I don't know. Just in case. It wasn't something special. We used the restrooms, we drank some masala tea, and that was it. So we used the Wi-Fi. Then we continued to Monkey Temple. We arrived there at the hottest point of the day. And then we had to climb 400 stairs. Oh my god, sweating. And I think I said this already, but if I don't, I'm gonna repeat it anyway. There were some monkeys, but I don't think the temple deserves the name the Monkey Temple, which is obviously not the real name, but Swayamburat or something like that. I don't remember. I didn't remember last video, so I don't know what would have changed today, but still, yeah. There were some monkey families around the stairs there, but they were peaceful, quiet, did not come close to us, did not try to attack us or anything like that. So that was fine. Yeah. It was a pretty steep climb. I'm still yawning, as you notice. I still make my videos in the evenings. And I'm still tired when I do that. Yeah, so we climbed the stairs. There were obviously the typical touristy kind of salesmen around the stairs, which we obviously ignored. Well, we didn't ignore. We said hello nicely, but we didn't buy stuff from them. And then we climbed the 400 stairs. Arrived at the at the payment office, paid for tickets, which is not so expensive, as I remember, maybe 200 rupees, which is equivalent to, I think, maybe $2 for dollar people, less than €2 for people who calculate in euros. The euro is at this point 131, I guess, rupees. €1. Yeah. So we paid for the entrance and then got some final information from the guide, got a tour. Of course, it was clockwise again. Had some typical music playing in the background, the same one as I've heard probably every day up till that point. Mani Padme some sort of holy song, which is actually nice. I enjoy listening to it for some reason, but yeah, you get sick of it too. Then I think the talking in itself makes me yawn. Yeah, so we got the tour. It was a very beautiful stupa, renovated after the earthquakes also again. Yeah, other infos I've forgotten. Here we saw another one of those temples for the women, and here there was like a small minor line for it, but here he focused on that point again. We took some pictures. There was a very cool corner with tourist shops, which of course I still did not buy anything from because, yeah, well, the prices will be touristy as well, I guess. Yeah, and then he showed us behind one of the buildings that were still standing. the ruins of the place where the monks used to cook and eat and everything. So yeah, it was also pretty cool to see. I used the opportunity to ask, well, the Spanish couple and the girl what they had in mind for tipping the guide, because since it was a free tour, he asks to pay him a little tip according to what you found from the tour. And we agreed upon, we both gave, we did not even talk about it, we had the same idea, so 1,000 rupees for a tour from 5 hours, which is decent money, I guess. Price quality balance would be good with that one. So yeah. Then we said goodbyes to the guys, and we promised him to make a review for him, like not make but post one, and yeah, or at least I did, as far as I remember. And then I talked to the Spanish couple, and we decided we wanted to go back together. We wanted to take this minivan, which is 15 rupees, as you can calculate. That's like 10 euro cents for a minivan back to the center instead of walking there. Walking isn't that dramatic. It's maybe 40 minutes or something. But still, it was hot. We didn't eat yet. So we thought, let's do that. And then I remembered seeing on, I think it must have been, was it TripAdvisor or something? A relatively good rated restaurant in the area of this temple. So we decided to go eat something first, which was pretty tasty. It wasn't the best food I ever ate, but the view and the atmosphere was great. It was, I think it was called Nirvana something. Nirvana, I don't remember. Nirvana at least was there. Yeah, the location was about 400 meters away from the temple, maybe 500. And it was a rooftop restaurant, therefore very cozy and very nice view. So I can suggest people to go there. They were very friendly also there. Yeah, they will also get a positive review from me on TripAdvisor. Then after, what was the next thing we did? Yeah, we walked back, we took the minivan, and this on itself was really a crazy adventure, because as the cliche from Asia is known, you know, you can be stuffed in the in a van, like sardines in a can, at least that's what we say in Dutch. And we did that. We thought, oh, we take the next one, because we missed this one, and we saw it straight in front of us driving, and we thought, okay, if we take the next one, we will have seating for sure. Of course, what we didn't realize was that this wasn't the first stop. So we really were squeezed in there, and I think we took this van for maybe 10-15 minutes. Oh my God, I could not feel my legs after that. Oh, it was, yeah, an adventure. I can suggest anyone who wants to come here to try that at least once. It's kind of fun, but it's part of the experience. You have to do it, you know, body pains included. Yeah. Then I was tracking our route on this app that I found out about here, maps.me. Probably everyone knows it, but I didn't before I came here. Yeah, and I saw that we had a stop 300 meters from my hotel, and at this point I wanted to get out, but it wasn't the point that we agreed upon with the driver, so we stayed for a few more stops. And on that point where we got out, I ended up being like maybe 1 kilometer away from the hotel. So yeah, but therefore I got to talk and say goodbye to the very nice Spanish couple that I got to meet there. That was nice. In the afternoon they went to an orphanage. Oh my God, I cannot talk anymore, I'm sorry. I think I must have said that 1,000 times already on these videos, but okay. Yeah, so they actually offered me to join, which sounded really interesting, but I had some plans that afternoon. And for some reason I cannot remember them now. Damn it, I'll have to check my pictures. In any case, I had to check out of the hostel as well, so I think that's the first thing I did, check out there. Yes, that's actually what I did. After having dinner with them, it was already kind of late. It was 3:30, I guess, when I arrived back. And I made plans with Saroj, my mountain bike coach, to, companion, guide, whatever you want to call it, that he would meet me at the hostel and we go to my new stay together with the luggage and everything. So that's what I texted him immediately when I arrived back at the hostel. Turns out he said he was standing in front of it. I was like, no, you're not. I passed by it just now, and turns out he was at the first hostel I stayed at, which is around his corner. But no harm done. He came then, and I waited for a while because my stuff was packed, but I checked out and then went down and waited at the reception, played with the dogs there a little bit more, and then waited for Saroj to come, which is quite a while, so maybe three quarters of an hour. It's not that far in distance, but, well, yeah, if you've known Asian traffic, you understand. And then he came, which was kind of funny, because the hostel that I stayed at was like 100 meters away from the hotel that he booked for me, which was practical. So we walked there with my stuff. And yeah, that was a very beautiful one. It was in Newari style. Newari is like one of the traditional cultures here in Nepal, and it's the most frequent one. Oh, sorry again. The most frequent one in the area of Kathmandu. So yeah, it was a very beautiful hotel. I had a cozy room, perfect for me. Yeah. So I checked in there. He also had the guy that's dropped off the bike there. So I've seen my mountain bike then. And after, I think I wanted to discover the town or something. The 8th, I think that must have been, yeah, that was the night that Manish invited us to come there. So after I checked in, we walked all the way up to Manish's new, well, no, not new, but his place, his building where he's creating a hostel, and there he cooked dinner for us, for the guys, from my birthday party, because on the next day his couchsurfing guests, the French girls that also did it like a working holiday, a few days in his hostel, and they left back to India, from where they had a flight to France, and it was kind of a goodbye thing, you know, and because of the nice group of people that got together the day before on my birthday, yeah, just because they were nice people, he invited us for dinner. So we walked there, which was maybe a half an hour walk, which was a little bit outside of the center, the tourist center at least, Tamil, but so beautiful, the hostel. I'm gonna promote it so much because it's such a yeah, creative, nice place, but that comes later. So first of all, when we arrived, Manish was still cooking and we were playing Uno. You know this game? It's cool, try it. So we played one round, and then Saroj, he didn't want to stay. His cousin was also there, and he had a while to go back to his place. So he needed a while, I mean. So he didn't want to stay for dinner. And then after one round of Uno, he and his cousin were leaving. And dinner was more or less ready, so we started eating. We had dal bhat, which is a national famous recipe for some reason. You can get it more or less everywhere. So we ate that. And then we got a tour. We got a tour of the place, the wall paintings, the design. So we got to see everything because Manish actually wants to open his first rooms in 2 weeks, I guess. And yeah, it's great. It looks really great. So I'll post some pictures maybe, or send a link in the bio, in the description on underneath or something. I don't know. But I really advise this place. My Friend's Hostel is the name, funnily enough. Yeah, so then we chatted a little bit on the rooftop. We talked a little bit more down. We made a beautiful picture because Manish is also planning on doing this thing where he hangs one wall. He hangs full of pictures drawn by his friends and his guests and, you know, the people that he meets on his travels. So he asked us before we left to all make a picture. So of course we did. I drew something from a Belgian comic series and wrote some words next to it. Yeah. Then we left because of course the next morning I had to wake up early to go riding my first mountain bike day. More about that later. And yeah, then we walked back, the 3 girls that did not stay there. So Helena from Denmark, Sahar from Iran, and me, who all had to go near Tamil, which was closer by than I remembered it to be. So funnily, which is often the case, I guess. Yeah, arrived safely in the hotel, slept not bad. Oh, that was the night that it was better. The second night was worse, but that night was fine. And I woke up the next morning for the first day. We went to Nagarkot. We drove uphill all the way and started from there. So that was the day plan. There's a viewpoint on Nagarkot which looks out over the Kathmandu Valley. Was nice. I remember the breakfast. Oh my god, I'm getting forgetful because it's been 3 days. Yeah, I remember the breakfast being good, but I ate way too much. So when we started mountain biking, it was downhill and I was not really trained. Not to say not at all. I never did I did one time mountain biking in my life, but for only a few hours or something, I don't know. And it must have been 10 years ago. I don't remember. I remember it vaguely. And we started downhill. First the part on road, which, by the way, people drive on the left side here. I think I might have said that, but that is so confusing when you're used to, like, biologically biased to go to the right side of the road whenever you feel threatened or someone is crossing you or whatever. Now you had to do the opposite and go to the left side. Yeah. And in the beginning I had no control over this bike, so I was really afraid to fall. And all the way downhill, braking so hard. And yeah, the thing is, I learned afterwards on the same day that my technique was wrong. I sat on the saddle all the time, and actually what you have to do is when you go downhill is stand up, and don't sit in the saddle, but stand up on your do you notice, do you call this pedals also? I guess so. Of the bike, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and bend your arms and like let the bike guide you for some reason. Be flexible in the arms, don't clamp up, because that's what I did. It's completely cramped. I went down, and later on it went way better, of course, after I learned this trick. So yeah, when we were up there, First I climbed the tower for the viewpoint, played a little bit with the dogs there, of course, as always. Then we had some masala tea in a very cute place, which felt a little bit like, not Indian in the way from India, but Native American from atmosphere, I guess, because of the furniture, and there were hanging dream catchers and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, and we had some kind of snack, which Saroj compared to donut. Wasn't very similar to me, but still similar enough, but tasty. I only ate a half because I already was pretty stuffed with the breakfast. Yeah. The other half went to the dogs. Suggestion of Saroj, not mine. Yeah. This doggy was so cute. He was lying underneath the pole when the tower when I was standing on top of it. And when I came down, he followed me all the way down. He was a very beautiful dog, by the way, and very kind. You know how the dogs here, they're so sweet. They don't hurt a fly, you know. Yeah. So I fed them. Then we started climbing down, like writing down what I explained before was very difficult and very life-threatening for me in the beginning. Yeah, but the ride in itself was pretty. I don't have too many videos, of course, or pictures because I was riding all the time. Now, in hindsight, what is it called? Hindsight. It's not that. It was not that difficult, but for first day, difficult enough, you know. We drove all the way. We rode all the way down to Nagarkot. We had some flat pieces as well, which I liked, and paved roads because you could just like let go and follow the flow. But before that it was usually a little bit more muddy wood paths. Okay, yeah, not so muddy though because it was relatively dry that day. The last 2 days it was worse because it rained yesterday and today. Yeah, so that was a nice ride. And then we arrived at Nagarkot, which maybe we will take a room, or I will take a room the night before going back to the airport. But it depends, but because there's also a possibility that I stay in Pokhara one more day. But yeah, that's why we did not really do the discovery thing of Nagarkot, and just hopped in the jeep and drove back to the hotel in the region. By that time, Saroj found out he had some problems with the bank. He had to go there because actually we wanted to have lunch together, but so that wasn't gonna happen because he needed to go over to the bank. So he suggested I took lunch at the hotel and we meet for dinner after that. I said no, I would prefer to go in town, and I wrote a message to in the group of my birthday, whoever was available for some late afternoon lunch and afternoon shopping, and Manish of course reacted, yay. So we went down. Where did we go? Oh, we did some souvenir shopping first. After a while, because I first had to go back to the hostel since I forgot this piece of cloth with which I wash myself. I think I explained this yesterday. Yeah, in the shower, and I did not get it back, unfortunately. So we agreed to meet afterwards. I went there to look, did not find it. Nobody had seen anything. It wasn't in the lost and found box. So yeah, too bad. Then I met Manish. We went for some shopping. I bought, amongst others, also some toilet paper, which already proved itself very useful. When you go to Asia, always take at least one roll of toilet paper with you. Tip from an experienced Asia traveler. well, more or less experienced. Bought some other souvenirs, which I'm not gonna tell, because if my family happens to be watching, they shouldn't know what they get yet. And then went for some strawberry latte, which is something I never drank before, and it was also not a warm coffee mixture, but a cold one, an ice latte, and did not, for my feeling, did not taste all that much like strawberry, but had the pink color and like a minor taste in it. And there we got to talk really deep. I enjoyed that talk, got to know some more about Manish's history, got some interesting reading tips, which I have to remind him about because I forgot. No, he wrote me the names. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked about a bunch. Time flew by, and then I remembered talking to Saroj during daytime about a GoPro, which I don't have, and I wanted one because it comes in handy sometimes, you know, when you're riding mountain bike and want to see beautiful scenery or whatever. And with Saroj we talked about it, that it was at least $500 maybe. And Manish was like, no way, you have way cheaper ones at the Chinese market, let's go there. We had at that point 1 hour to get back to the hotel before I was meeting Saroj, and I already kept him waiting 5 minutes in the morning, so I had to hurry a little bit, but we did it, and we did it in time, and we did it for a decent price. I have a sports cam now, not an official GoPro, but some equivalent of 35 euros calculated, and it appears to be working decently. The only thing that I suffer with now is that I didn't find out yet how to make it record more than 1 minute, which is what I'm gonna try after this video. And well, the battery life is pretty poor, but yeah, well, for that price, what can you expect? And I generally have a power bank with me, so that works fine. But the other thing, now I forgot. What did I not figure out? Problem. 1 minute videos and something else. I forgot. Look, that's how insignificant it is. Yeah, sure. So, oh yeah, I cannot play the videos on my phone. It's AVI format. I think it might have something to do with that. I'm gonna try using another program than the standard ones from Android or whatever, because you do see the image, you do see that it's a decent video, but you don't see the actual video when you press play. You just see black. So I'm gonna check it out on my computer when we get back home, I guess, or on my tablet, which I also have in my suitcase, but not tonight. Then afterwards, yeah, we went there. We came at 2 minutes before the agreed upon time. Saroj was already there. He's a very punctual guy, apparently. And I asked him if it was okay that I dropped my shoppings upstairs and came back down and changed shoes, which was okay. Then we went for dinner. We had dinner, no, first of all, I had to go to the ATM again for some other business. Yeah, but I forgot what for. Oh yeah, had to pay Manish back because he lent me 3,000 rupees for the camera, since I did not have any cash on me and they didn't take MasterCard or something. Yeah. So we went to the ATM, then we went to the dinner place, quite fancy place, coincidentally above the place where I had breakfast on my birthday, so I actually had the Wi-Fi still from them. And we had dal bats, the way you can get it everywhere, like with the copper plate, in the 5, I don't know, it's more 5 recipes or something on top. In the middle there's rice, and then there's 2 little bowls with some other spices and the dal, which is lentils, in a mixture of sauce. Yeah, it was a nice dinner, but yeah, of course, since we had a long day and another one was coming up the next day, it was time for bed, which is also the reason why I'm gonna end this video now. I went back because I didn't get to pay Manish 3,000 rupees yet since we missed each other at the ATM, but he was at his favorite bar, which I knew where to find because we went there on my birthday. It's Tom and Jerry's, the pool one. And yeah, paid him and then went straight home after 5-minute chat for my night rest and my daily call with my boyfriend and all the other evening routine stuff that I do. So that's it for now. I'll see if I am still fit enough. I'll do another one about the day after, which is the 9th. Oh my god, I'm so behind. We have the 11th today, so I need to do this one from the 9th. Yeah, and then no, that's not possible. I'm mixing up days, am I not? The 9th was already the day that I just talked about. Okay, so yesterday would be the next video, because the 9th was the one after I woke up in the new hotel. Oh my god, my dates are messy when I'm in a holiday, apparently. So yeah, this was the 9th of September, the day the French girls left back for India, the day I had strawberry latte, the day I found out about Manisha's personal life, the day that I had my very first mountain bike tour, and so much more. So yeah, tomorrow or tonight, depending on, I will be talking about the 10th of September, which is yesterday, which is even more deadly than the day before. Bye.